Strategically positioning inventory across the supply chain improves customer service and minimizes supply chain costs.
And an important concept to understand is that of safety stock.
Safety stock is used as a buffer to protect the business from stockouts caused by variations in supply and demand. Meaning that if actual demand is suddenly greater than the planned demand, then there is a chance of running out of stock and not meeting customer requirements.
This means that when planning for inventory, safety stock levels also need to be considered. And from there, recommend purchase quantities based on the demand, orders and forecasts, and the minimum safety stock level requirements.
A company should review safety stock levels often for items regularly sold, as products have a life cycle demand. These cycles typically start slowly, increasing as sales of the items grow and decrease as the product reaches its end of life. So it stands to reason that safety stock levels should increase and decrease following the demand pattern.
So, how do we determine what level of safety stock individual requirements should have?
The amount of safety stock is determined by the customer service levels we plan to maintain, and the time it takes for us to get the inventory from our supplier, or the time it takes to manufacture the item.
Let's look at the worked example from your practitioner's guide. Company XY uses high-value chips which are ordered from Company AB in Germany. The Company AB manufactures on receipt of the order. This takes 3 weeks. Company AB then shipped the stock from Germany to the US, which takes another 4 weeks. And then from the port in the US to the XY warehouse, it takes another 1 week. This means there is an 8-week lead time from the time of the purchase order to delivery of the product.
Warehouse XY therefore needs 8 weeks of supply at all times in order not to run out of stock. This 8-week supply is based on the production schedule, which is based on demand, and the demand comes from the forecasted customer requirements over a set period of time.
Now, if the supplier were to change their strategy and decided to hold stock of the item, this would cut the manufacturing time of 3 weeks off from the lead time, meaning that Company XY would only need 5 weeks of safety stock.
There are ways to reduce safety stock. These include better use of technology, accurate record keeping, lead time management, supply collaboration, and forecast accuracy.
Another problem that the supply chain needs to deal with is that of the bullwhip effect.
The bullwhip effect occurs when changes in consumer demand causes the entities in the supply chain to order more goods to meet the new demand. Think of it as each one of these entities in the supply chain carrying that extra amount of inventory, just in case. All of this inventory added together makes a tremendous oversupply across the supply chain.
The causes of the bullwhip effect range from instability of lead times, shipping delays, not sharing the information held by each entity in the supply chain, incorrect decision making, a lack of communication and coordination, price fluctuations, overreaction to backlogs, forecasting errors, and so forth.
Some consequences of the bullwhip effect include stockouts, waste, change in buying patterns, and difficult supplier relations.
In order to have the right amount of inventory and safety stock and not fall victim to the bullwhip effect, a company must understand and measure their inventory requirements regularly.